Hello, hello. Let me see. What? There it is. There it is. Hello, everyone. Hi, hi. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Xavier, and hello, Botrix. It's been a while since we've been back in this setting. Actually, it's been at least almost a whole month, actually. Which is kind of crazy to think about. It's been a month since we last played. I hope Edgeworth is fine. This video is brought to you by Hold It! An objection! Yes, yes, we are back to our lawyer game. Ugh. It's nice to be back. It's nice to be back in my own skin. Alright. Shall we get on with the game? I don't know how long this trial is gonna take, but hopefully it's not too long. Maybe we can finish this. Maybe we can finish this case by the end of the stream. But if not, then we'll be back next week for certain. Alright? Alright. Let's go over to the courtroom. Also, chat's not working at the moment. I don't know how to fix it. It just refuses to... It's refusing to work for me, so... Chat on screen is a no-go. It's alright, though. Alright, day 3 trial. Turnabout goodbyes. December 27th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who was the judge here anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so...
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Yo, how is it going? Oh, it's going good, Disculpa. Hi.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
No, it will not. I know we found some good information last time we were playing, though I can't remember what it is, admittedly, right now. Actually, before we continue on, let me see. What did we find? Parrot. Metal detector. Case file. Photograph of the scene of the murder.
Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah! Must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Witness, state your profession.
I am the proprietor of the restaurant at the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. I was in boat.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
I think someone left the oven on and is trying to find a quick excuse to head home fast. No. He's just so certain. He just wants to win.
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure, yup. What do you mean? Memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
You can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness!
Alright, what's he gonna say?
It was
You know what? He's gonna be country now.
It was not the 12th, just after midnight, yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And I heard another bang. Just about that, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
What?
There is nothing to question my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin.
Get cucked.
Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma?
3 minutes just passed.
I say, well, then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Whoa!
Don't forget to like and sub. Hi Stella and chat.
Hello, Zuni. Hi. Hi. Don't forget to like and sub. We're going to figure out this mystery. Uh-oh. Alright. Press. Just after midnight, you say?
Yup, around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yup.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you remember it, you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did, yup. See? Continue. I was in the restaurant.
Is there anyone who can verify that?
No, I guess Polly could.
But that's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Keith!
The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang, yup.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Continue.
Okay, you looked out, you saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat?
There's pretty far out there. I can't see clearly. I figured there was 2 men out there, yup.
But you couldn't see them clearly?
Yup, at the time, that is.
At the time? So you heard 2 gunshots?
Yup.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. By your window?
Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
Dead, Sergeant Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him, that Edgeworth boy.
This
sounds like a decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Get out! Get out of here! Nick! I don't like the way things are going here! Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us! I'd better act quick, or this trial's going to be over. Your Honor! We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly. No.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped the fingerprints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick! Do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please! I need your help. Nick needs you.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes are perhaps too high. Was perhaps too high of an exception. 15 minutes isn't bad. This might be in your record.
Hello, Phantom.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand.
Fool, we're cooked.
The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
The court advised the defendant Miles Edgeworth.
No!
The accused will surrender to court immediately, to be held pending trial at higher court within the month from today's late date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait!
Who said that just now?
Huh? What? Larry? Huh?
Good job, Stella. Or I'm sorry, whichever makes the most sense. Well, we're trying to find our guy not guilty, so the fact that the court called him guilty is, bad. Larry, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
I'm on it, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyway, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Oh my god, Larry Butts. My hero.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry is giving us one final chance.
She's right. If it only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right.
Okay.
Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Let's go!
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Oh, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew over the lake.
All right.
And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
right?
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete of evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right! No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Oh. I'm scared.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop deck. And then just as I was going home, I heard this bang. I looked over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
What was that?
That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court.
Yeah. Huh? You found something?
In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Oh, gosh. Okay?
Nothing wrong, Mr. Wright.
There are so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Guess the fact they said single gunshot was something. Single gunshot. He rented a boat from the rental shop, so he went by the shop where the guy was. So maybe when the guy woke up, maybe when the old man saw somebody going by, they saw him instead of Miles Edgeworth. Is what I'm thinking. Now, okay, first of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out to the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
I was looking for something, and I found it.
Looking for something?
Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped back to the...
Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12 o'clock, yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry.
Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang.
Where did the sound come from?
Or Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked.
That doesn't answer anything. I looked down at the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order! Well, Mr. Buds.
Whoa, whoa. Everybody, just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
After I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Nick.
It was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it?
I guess I should start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Okay. Okay, out on the boat, looking for something, quietly slip back. What do we have in our arsenal? Second late photo. Holly. Detector. File. TL6. Heard 2 gunshots just after midnight. Let's try putting the 2 gunshots after midnight. After I heard that single gunshot, let me just say. Because it's either this one or... Okay. Well, wait a second, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lana Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
This guy.
Mr. Butts,
What?
only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh?
Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
Order and stop that booing! Mr. Buds! You were listening to the radio with your headphones!
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
You're twitching!
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Buttons. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio!
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Oh.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
Why did you add this?
That's why I was listening to Request Show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at high volume?
Yeah? What's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Ah! So, hello, Block. Hi. And hi, Bird Boy. Yes, more Ace Attorney. And hello, Chuya. Welcome on in. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Oh. You didn't miss the finale. I said it in the community tab and also on the Discord. But the Stellaween finale is going to be delayed to a later time just because it's still being worked on. So sorry about that, but you did not miss it. Sometime in the near future, by near, not next week, but probably the next week, if we can keep working on it, then this finale will happen. It's kind of gonna be like a big event, so stuff hasn't been finished just because Shezzy's been busy. Huh? Yeah. It's like, you know. Yeah, so Stellaween finale is postponed till the end. I really wanted the stream to happen on Halloween. That was the plan, but I didn't have enough time to work on it. I had no time. I was working too much. So yeah. You're free, the finale isn't ready? For the sake of immersion, let's just say this is after the finale. We're in the timeline. Like, the next streams you see of mine are in the timeline after the finale. Just you guys haven't seen the finale yet. Don't make it too difficult, okay? This is free version Stella. But you guys just haven't seen the finale yet. So I'm currently out of the mansion. FNAF Alley. Yeah. So time travel shenanigans? No, not really. You just haven't seen it yet. It hasn't aired yet. Like, the episode hasn't aired yet. Please don't overthink it. I'm kind of still, like, really sad I haven't been able to finish it. But, yeah, we'll revert back. But just know I'm out of the mansion. Everything that happened in the mansion, I already like, went through it. So it's fine. You guys just won't know what happened until later. Think of it like an episode, like, from a TV show that just never aired and then came out later. Yeah. I mean, I can talk about it because, like, some people might, like, if they just didn't see, like, you know, the little announcement, I'll say, like, oh yeah, it's postponed to a later date. Just know that stream's postponed because it's not... I don't like that headcanon. I just... No. We're watching the DLC. No. We're just out of the mansion, okay? Just... I can't really talk about the finale like I really want to. It's all lore related, which is why it's, like, not finished. It has nothing to do with, like, games and stuff. The whole stream is going to be, like, different than all of Stellaween. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about it since it's not finished. Alright. Trying to be funny?
I know you were trying to be funny, but I am kind of frustrated that it's not done. So, yeah. Anyway. What this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talked between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. So you turned on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like to out there alone on Christmas Eve, alone. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an on-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud. Oh, oops. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know.
What did you miss in terms of the trial? This trial is long. It's been spread out. Last time we were working on this trial, it's been like 3 streams now. Or 4. It's a long trial. Right now, Edgeworth was declared guilty, but then our friend Larry, who was watching in the stands, was just like, wait, I was there that night. Let me testify. So we're trying to get some answers out of him, but Larry is kind of very unreliable when it comes to being a witness. So he can either make this really bad or really good. And the prosecutor is just like, because he never had a chance to talk to Larry before like going up on the stand, the prosecutor doesn't know what Larry's gonna do. So this is a good turning point for us, so we can try to get everything we can. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yup.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on in sound at all.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could come from knowing what the radio DJ said to us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I will allow the question only if you see reason why we should care.
We should care. Block coming in with the nerd answers. Gunshots are like 180 dB, or decibels. Devices can only go up to 110 decibels. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him?
Fine, very well. Mr. West, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Here it is. It's here. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. Got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened.
Do we have anything?
Remember this, sometime on the 24th or 25th, shot approximately 1 meter away.
I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight, but he only heard 1 gunshot before midnight. And the other guy said that there was 2 gunshots as well, fired 3 times. Okay. I'm scared. What if it's wrong? I'm gonna save. Presents. Let's try presenting Lotta's deposition. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and...
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas! Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve!
That would seem to be the case, yes?
But that contradicts with 2 testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order, order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight? However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have the evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Oh! Well, you see... Well, this says it was fired 3 times. I feel like it is the gun. Give me a second. Shows an empty light taken automatically at 12:24. Oh, it could be this, but it also could be the pistol. Let's try the second lake photo. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh. What? There's nothing on the lake in this photo.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. And where does that leave us? Ms. Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all. Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them.
What would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why would the witness have... Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear!
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noises at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot?
The gun!
You show the court evidence if you have any.
It has to be the gun, because it was fired 3 times! This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Somebody is framing Miles. I'm pretty sure someone's framing Miles, killed somebody, had it set up, and I just feel like he's being framed. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Why do you know that? What's wrong? What did you figure out? Because I didn't figure out anything, Phoenix. I have it. I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Of course. I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch. I'm going to run through with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch, and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk tisk. So you finally realized the truth. There'd be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it was an Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been a suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I mean, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp of the photo says 15 after midnight. Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
And it has to be the murderer and Hammond. I cast Save Scum! It was the murderer and Robert Hammond.
What are you saying? That contradicts what you just told the court. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before this gunshot.
Shoot.
Also, might I mention the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth, has admitted to being on that boat.
Alright.
Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm going to penalize.
Dang it. My bad. Wait. Psh, I'm dumb. It'd be Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... What? Pause. What am I supposed to say here? Because it's not Miles, and it's not... Why would it be Lotta Hart? Who's Lotta Hart? She's like this American girl that we met that's a photographer outside the... Guess it was nobody. Okay. Gregory Edgeworth, age 25. Yanni Yogi. Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Captain Edgeworth memory loss due to Yanni Yogi, which is the old man. Defense attorney trapped in an elevator with from a lost trial with son Miles Edgeworth at age 9. One bullet found in his heart. Murder weapon fired twice. Bart bailiff trapped in an elevator. I can't say I don't know. That sounds stupid. I want to save again. Because what if I tried Lotta Hart, but that would make no sense. No, she's the only one that has the most for the testimony. But why? She wouldn't have a motive in killing anyone. Unless... I cast Save Scum? Can I say I don't know? No, that sounds dumb. I feel so dumb. I'm gonna try saying it's her because I don't want to say I don't know.
Objection.
I'm going back. we're gonna try. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah, again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. Wait, it's Yogi! Okay, that makes more sense. I would have put Yogi as the name. But he said he doesn't know because he doesn't know his name. He doesn't know the old man's name at all. Nobody knows his name. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Here. It was here. Wait, oops. My bad. I thought it would be. What about over here? Around here, maybe?
Maybe?
Oops, I'm thinking, well, at least I don't get penalized. Maybe the scene of the murder took place at the shop? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. What are you objecting?
Do you have proof that the boat shop was this crime scene of the crime?
Recalls Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on the Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat and became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
And who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute!
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
You know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before! The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well, while we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. He ran!
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly! We gotta let out, we gotta wait! Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all of its forces to find the witness. Am I understood? One more thing.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well, court is adjourned.
Yay, Nick! You did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. Okay, I have to go now. Bye, bird boy. Thanks for stopping by. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. That really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony, it was very much a clutch win. Clutchified. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Hello? Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're going to probably get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
Well, what do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you. get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
He's gotta confess his love! What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
Crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
What do you mean it ends there? What do you mean? What kind of cliffhanger? Trying to decide if I should continue on. Trying to decide. Started stream late. But I don't want to be streaming too late. Alright. I'll see where it ends up. Next part is longer? That's what I figured, but I've only streamed for like an hour. I have 40 more minutes I can do, so... personally. Why are you sad? What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh yes. I remember feeling faint.
Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Huh? Me? Well, my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me, yeah. Bow before your hero.
Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty sus. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick? I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me. Right, Nick?
Is that a pre-Among Us statement of us sus in a video game, or is this newer? You weren't reading the text. It said suspicious, but I said sus. I just shortened it for him because he seems like he would be an Among Us player. But the text said suspicious. Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick! Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with that. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
Class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from school. Oh, from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. It was coming down to the cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it! Guilty! You did it! Guilty! It was you! Thief! Give the money back! This is a meanie! No one play with you! Doesn't mean you did it! You can't tell us the truth when I complain with you, remember? Yeah, you're no part of your teacher. You should have done earlier or in the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents, I won't do. Hey, did you rob the bank the other day?
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize and went to where the boy whose money was stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in this trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs.
Miles!
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you just all shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone's getting up and picking on one person. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good job, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard that his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure. The transfer probably had to do with his father's death. But that's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
Why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
They're so gay.
There's nothing that you can say that... Oh my...
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me, whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
But whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you out because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Oh, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if that's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It may very well be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. I am helping Edgeworth because I love him so much, Phoenix. Okay, let's go.
Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods? Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Is anyone lurking around here? Oh, the steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore! Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Well, mental shop. This is where we want to be right now. I want to see if we can maybe talk to the bird if we can get in. Yo, that old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of throat anywhere. Oh!
Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, the days of my youth. Like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgar's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw, today's trial's Edward to be fine, right?
Well, not sure about that.
Whoa! What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, if you find anything out, come by my office at once. I might be able to offer some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? He's connected to the DL6 incident, and I think both Phoenix and Maya are very stupid. If Mr. Yogi here is part of the incident as well, as told by Polly, that's why he's going around here? But what am I to know? Hey, Polly! Want a cracker? You want to talk? Nobody's home.
Hello! Hello!
Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello! Hello!
I can't believe he'd run off and leave this poor parrot to fend for herself.
Hello! Hello!
Maybe Maya should know since it was her mother involved in Deal 6. Imagine not knowing. Polly, let's talk to you real quick. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Oh, okay. Sorry, Polly. This says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. But you thought he was telling the truth? Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228 squad.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. There's probably something very important in there, Phoenix. Are you kidding me? You're a bad detective. But hey! He keeps it locked, right? There must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Don't open the case, Nick. Don't open the case, Phoenix. There's not going to be anything of value. There's going to be no money or anything. It's not like there was a letter in there saying get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth or anything, Phoenix. Edgeworth! Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. Who wrote this? The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. That's why the old man's on the run. The man failed. Whoever wrote this letter is going to kill him personally, and I think we should leave this shop. Because we might have to go on the run too soon. This letter is an amazing clue. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Say, Nick, do people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah. I guess. What is pictures of... You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what to say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having 2 different conversations here? Right, there's nothing else to look around for. We should leave. Wait, now that we have a clue, now that we have evidence, maybe we should go see Grossberg. Wrong place. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't come back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker? He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright. We're gonna go to... Right in Cola office. 1 day left, Nick! Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste, let's get going! What do you think we should do, Maya? You would know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work. Well, had any ideas? Well, this is all tied to the DL6 incident. We'd probably better find out as much as we can about the murder before tomorrow. Something that happened back then has a hold on Edgeworth and it won't let go. He's out again. When does he work anyway? No, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Ugh. Why is nobody where they need to be? What's this? Table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn.
An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished into a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany shelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. I don't need to look at all of these things. I need to find out where I'm supposed to go. Which the only thing I can go back to, I guess, is the detention center. But who's going to be waiting here? Sir? Oh, you're still in detention. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. You seem to remember something like that. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, did you know that trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney?
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed one bit, have you, right? You're so simple, to a fault even.
Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me. And you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, a man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. And a defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like your sister. He's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. Not one suspect was ever declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth!
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding. Do I have anything I could present? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge on me?
Who was that old guy anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond?
It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Hey, maybe he's talking about the statutes of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen.
That's all I remember.
When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right?
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. The last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No! Father! He's attacking Father! Then, I see a pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! away! Get away from my father!
And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But... that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it in that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father.
This is bad. What are you going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick! There's someone else who knows about DL6. That's right, we have to go to the Grossberg law offices, huh? Mr. Grossberg.
Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not.
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened.
When Maya's mother tried to summon Edward's father, he probably framed Yogi. Wait. Oh. Wait. Huh? Maya's mother tried to summon Edward's father. He probably framed Yogi. Huh. It's Mr. Edgeworth!
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream! Only a dream!
I wonder,
What?
if that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No! I don't believe it!
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of the limitation so close.
What do you know about Edward's father?
He was a defense attorney without a peer. Sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. He died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. And Yanni was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. Knew it.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edward's dad lied to protect his son?
Only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
Man, this case is so long. My goodness.
Oh. Let's go back over to the office area. There we go. Sorry if you heard two things at once. Alright. What's this? I'm gonna end it there for now, just because there's so much going on. And we're more near the time that I would like what I like the stream to be finished at. Thank you all for coming in. I'll see you guys next week for the next part of this. There's so many parts. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Schedule. I don't know when Ashesi's schedule will be up. Though, like, I think Ashesi's gonna work on thumbnails and stuff now. After I'm gone. So yes. Stay tuned for those. It'll probably show up in the Discord or whenever. Yes. I'm gonna go head back up into space. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. I'll see you guys next week, okay? Okay. Bye-bye.
Objection! 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 Objection!